Lila, how you doing this morning?
Hello, Victor. Very well. How are you?
I'm excited because this is a very popular topic you're going to be discussing with us.
Nice. I'm looking forward.
Ready to go?
What?
Are you ready?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Let's start the
Okay.
morning.
So, everybody, thank you so much for coming to Barcelona Metropolitan on LinkedIn Live. We're going to be talking about a very popular subject with the expat community and actually the community in general. So, Lila is an expert in relocation and finding exclusive premier luxury real estate property. And lots of foreigners who come here have tons of questions, and she walks them through the process of acquiring property here in Barcelona, Girona, Catalonia in general. Is that correct, Lila?
That is so. Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
I've been
So,
here for quite a while, so now sharing and made a profession out of it with my clients, current and future.
excellent. So you've been doing this for a while. You understand the most popular questions that people ask, as well as the most popular areas for people to buy. So
Yeah.
one of the things that I think is going to be very attractive to people is trying to understand where's a good place to live in the city. And since you help people relocate, why don't we talk about the most popular locations to relocate into the city? Does that sound good for you?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So we have a few questions. So let's just jump right into it. What are the top three or four favorite locations for people who want to move to Barcelona?
Well, let's enter. Uh, Barrio would be Ixample, both sides of those, the right one and the left one,
Okay.
the center.
Is Sorry, there seems to be a little bit of a static on your side. Can you repeat that answer for me?
Yes, sure. Can you hear me well now?
I hear you well, but the video is kind of stuck.
Oh,
So if you can
okay.
do it again.
That would be first of all Ixample, the central barrio of Barcelona, which is cultural. It's close to everything, infrastructure, public connection, offices. So usually people choose that neighborhood when they are in the middle of their career and. They can afford it, obviously, because that's one of the most expensive barrios. Then, from the second most requested, or well, the top requested, is sharing two other ones. It's Poblino and San Gervasi Saria, which are completely two different to each other neighborhoods, and that depends on the situation of the client. So the family with little or school age kids are usually looking into San Gervasi due to the schools, due to the tranquility, calmness, and well, security, obviously. And Poblino, well, the closeness to the sea and to the running stability of and to the events, etc., is the third most popular barrier, I would say.
Okay, so we have the Champla, left and right.
Yeah.
Then Poblano, no, excuse me, San Gervasi Sarria, and then Poblano. These seem to be the top three. So, in terms of access to schools, say business and tourists, what are the pros and cons of each of these areas?
Well, you're pretty much Ample is the center. It's close to everything. Within 15 minutes, you're in any other point of Barcelona. It's cultural. The apartments are absolutely beautiful. It's the ones the most saved. So, and a lot of people looking for that. They want to live in historical building. And well, it's usually just a very mm, con- convenient and very uh, to choose a place to choose as well. The of course, it's the amount of people and tourists on the street. it's possible, but pretty hard to find the streets in either of these Champs which are calm and have a lot of light and not looking into the terrible dark spot inside of the building, which is called the ventilation ventilation windows. And if your apartment is facing fully to the exterior part, well, usually it's pretty loud. But everyone is knowing what they are choosing, or they're asking me, and I help to let them know all those pros and cons. Probably no. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of this neighborhood, and we usually have a discussion with my clients. But that's see or not.
All right, sorry, can you repeat what you just said? I couldn't catch that.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. With the Poblino, it's utterly depends on the fact if a client likes the sea or not. For example, if that's not the key point why you move to Barcelona and you don't see yourself waking up and exercising by the sea, that's probably not the best choice. Although if you're running a startup and you really need to be in the community every day, that's a good choice to be in. Like it as well, how many events we had in Poblano, in Talent Garden, and Atticos. That is one of the middle point. It's not pro, it's not con. It's just a very important factor of this neighborhood.
Okay.
Regarding the type of constructions, Poblano is relatively new neighborhood, and we can see it's one of the most developed and well-developing neighborhoods in Europe. So the construction there is insane right now. Hence, there are a lot of new kind of flats, white walls, big floor-to-ceiling windows, a lot of sun, air conditioning. So it's pretty modern there. The pricing is pretty much as in the other two neighborhoods which I mentioned, but well, people do like to live in new flats as well. That's usually the dilemma. Do I want to live in a historical apartment, or do I want to be in brand new apartment who never saw another family living in there? And also, I think Poblano is quite freezing. It's because of its closeness to the sea. It's colder there and it's more windy. So it depends if you want to live in don't need to overpay for the heating or not. And personally my favorite, but I lived there for half of my stay in Barcelona and know its disadvantages as well pretty well. Well, first of all, it's not very well publicly connected transportation, meaning, because that's kind of like a luxury separated village community from the rest of Barcelona. So once you start living there, you kind of don't really need, usually you don't need to go outside of that neighborhood. You have everything there. The best international schools, universities, jogging and sport complexes, yeah, everything. And usually once people enter this neighborhood, they very rarely leave it. Well, or if you do so, usually you need a car or a taxi. So you can't really do it by public transport, by metro. Also, it's on the hill. So that's something to take into to account while looking there. Of course, there is like the most narrow one closer to Diagonal, but that's also the downside of San Gervasio. The rest of it is usually on the hill. And well, if you have a trolley or elderly people, that could be also an important point to take in.
Okay. And what are what are the best for transportation connections then in terms of the city's neighborhoods?
Well, definitely both sides of a Champlain, all the old city, which I didn't mention before, but everything that's in the Ciudaduela and Old City, Ciutadella Park, the closest to the center part of Poblino, because it's also so by Ixample, Gracia, and maybe like Sagrada Familia part. Sagrada Familia and up there.
Okay, excellent. Um, and is there anything else that you would, trying to keep the conversations nice and short and digestible? Anything else that you would suggest to people who are starting to look for to purchase a property here in Barcelona?
Well, first of all, to have those, what is my need to an apartment?
Lila?
Yes.
Sorry, you're coming in pretty broken. Can you repeat that?
To start with the of your
I'm not hearing anything you're saying, my friend. Um, it looks like we have a technical difficulty on your side. Um, I'll wait here till you come back. But in case you
yes,
guys don't, there we go. Now you're back.
yes,
Sorry.
I switched the network just in case. I'm sorry, it's morning.
That's okay, no problem. So I didn't basically hear anything you said. Can you talk about, say, what if people come to Barcelona? What are the most important things that people should consider if they want to buy a property here?
Absolutely. So, first of all, you need to highlight your top priorities. What is it? Do I want to walk my kid to school within 10 minutes distance? Do I want to take a car and drive to the other side to do my office work? Um, we need to understand first of all is what's the priority here. Choose from if it's school, if it's workplace, if it's community you want to be in, and well, also contact a person who lived in these different neighborhoods. That's pretty important, just to have a talk. I'm not, yes, I'm not, I see you smiling. I'm not suggesting using the service, because everyone can start from the private search, but at least take consultation with a couple of people who was in the city for at least a decade. That helps. That really helps, because the cost of the mistake is pretty high, and it's higher than any kind of consultation you might have.
Okay.
And also to understand what type of building or type of house you're looking for. If it's a flat, if it's actually even a townhouse or a house you can buy, that's also a possibility. Very rare, but possibility in Barcelona. If I want a new building, I want an old building, do I want a garden view, sea view, mountain view? All those are, there are possibilities. You can do a puzzle out of your choice.
Wow. Okay. And what's the best way to get in contact with you?
I believe there's my phone number. I'm always on my phone 24/7. WhatsApp, phone call, LinkedIn, Instagram. Everything can be left. Like, I can leave it in the comment, or if we can do the link to that.
Absolutely. We'll put the link right in the text here. But I wanted to say thank you. If there's anything else that you'd like to add for now, besides the following, we're going to have you back on December 19th. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm looking forward to that one again.
So, we want to be doing on a regular basis a discussion on real estate, how to purchase, errors to avoid. Actually, why don't you share one now? Any common error that people make that you would recommend that they avoid?
Not checking the level of apartment before signing, well, not signing, but at least making their decision to buy, meaning that sometimes people prefer living on the with a view or with a big terrace, but then it appears to be a bajos meaning an apartment with no light, but a big terrace to it. And it's quite disappointing when people realize that big terrace is not a good sign of it. So in Barcelona, it's pretty important to understand which part of the building you want to live in.
Very interesting. I wouldn't have heard that one before. Excellent. So I guess we'll see you on December 19th. We'll put up, I guess, the topic to be discussed, but on a regular basis, we'll be talking about things and trends that are important in real estate. And I look forward to seeing you there. Also, don't forget to connect people to your articles in Metropolitan. Before we go, I would be remiss. Can you talk a little bit about a property that you have that's not in Barcelona, but up north?
Yes, we have the magnificent villa on sale. It's actually on Costa Brava shore. It's a big family house with magnificent, like I can't even uh pass it with the photos nor words, the views it has. So the sea views on like 270 degrees, I think. It's a big house for a family with a very modern style. There are 4 bedrooms, infinity pool, a barbecue, even an elevator because, well, you don't want to walk the four floor stairs. And it's very beautiful, and amazing option for both living all year long or to have it as a summer house, make parties with friends, make barbecues, and celebrate birthdays of your children or any kind of options. And it's available now on sale.
Okay, excellent. Well, we'll put links in the comments so people can see the apartment here or the house in Girona that you're looking to put on. It's already on the market. You can sell, and I guess I'll see you on December 19th.
Fabulous. It was
Okay.
amazing talking to you, Victor.
Talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.